Literally, literally.
Figuratively. You use the word literally too fucking literal. Like How I Met Your Mother. The word is figuratively, not literally.
No, I literally mean literally.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Riding slow, riding slow, and we're getting going to different poles. Riding slow, we're riding low, we're getting going to different poles. I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles.
Yes, we back. What's good, everybody? What's good?
We are back. Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy Trebles Garcia. Joining me again, 1s and 2s. Wait, can we start lower?
Damn, you rusty.
It's because I had rusty
fuck.
ass.
You rusty ass fuck.
Here we go, dog. Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles.
Yes, we back. What's good? What's bracking?
Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy Trebles Garcia. Joining me again, the 1s and 2s is the best goals in the motherfucking planet. Big Tech. Salute, my boy.
Salute. What's good? What's happening out there?
What is good? You already know what this is. Best fucking show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the probers, Probe Nation. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. How's everybody been? How you been, bro?
Dude,
What's good?
I'm fucking great. And I'm fucking happy and ecstatic that we're back and we're having a massive, beautiful fucking episode with a great fucking conversation. Bringing it back full circle to season 1 and season 2, closing the fucking gap. You already know what's up. Yeah.
Damn, we going in. What's good? What's good? Hey, how's life? How's life treating you?
Look, life is treating me fucking wonderful, and I hope life is treating you the same.
I'm gonna say yes.
Right?
Yes.
Since you just got vaccinated. I didn't say that. Who said that? Fucking normie. Anyway.
You're gonna start your fucking airing out my dirty laundry like that?
Look, bro, is it dirty? Is it a dirty laundry or is it a clean laundry since you're in salvation? Whatever.
I'm not agreeing with you, jelly, are you?
I'm not jelly, dog. You know what? As a matter of fact, What is that? Dude, it's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank, what is happening?
What is happening, guys? Know the deal. I'm gonna give you guys a couple stories. Let me know what you guys think. First story. It's actually a LOL living fuck legend. So let's get this straight. I just got vaccinated.
Oh my God.
That's a story.
Big Tank got vaccination nation. Okay, well how did that feel?
Yes, I just got vaccinated. Well, straight up.
Wow.
On my mama.
You want a fucking cookie?
Hey.
Oh no. You want a free fucking Krispy Kreme donut? That's what you want?
Yeah, if I do, that's why I did it.
Whatever, dog. Whatever. You're diabetic. Shut up. Don't be fucking eating sugar. Anyway, keep going.
Yes. Let me tell you guys a little bit about the experience. It's not what I was expecting, but It's not weird. Okay. So it's pretty much how you line up to get lunch in school. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that.
Of course, in public schools. Today we're gonna be talking about public schools. Why?
Ooh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. And basically, you take a number, you write your shit in, make sure your shit's all split up. You take it to the nurse.
Your shit, like your butt cheeks, or what?
Nah, hell no. Hey, fool, I don't know what type of injection you be trying to get.
There you go with your boo boo shit.
There you go. There you go. Fool.
Can you finish the story so we could keep going?
And you pull in, and they pull out that needle, and they fucking jab it in your shit. Fool. As of right now, I haven't felt anything. I have a sore arm just at the injection site, but I feel great. Real talk.
I am happy that you have a strong enough immune system to withhold it, since you are a millennial. I'm very happy that you're alive, and I hate the fact that you're a normie, but I love the fact that you're my yang. So let me be your yin and push you on to the next fucking story.
On to the next one, people. On to the next one. So, this one actually hits just a little bit of home as well.
Oh.
but not so much. So
Hey, today we got some personals. What is happening?
yeah,
Stories.
just a bit. Okay,
Mm,
so for y'all people that don't know this,
mm.
once you head up north of the Interstate 5, they are actually planning on building the first futuristic city. And what I mean by futuristic city is that basically
Smart cities.
everything smart city.
Oh my God.
Like the one that Akon building.
Yeah, Interstate 5. We're talking about California,
Yes,
from south
Interstate
to
5.
north. Hmm.
Yes. So this is over before you hit what is it? The dropping of going into Bakersfield, Fresno area. You know
Hmm.
how you have to go up the interstate? So
Hmm.
there's actually a motion to be put in place. It's pretty isolated up there. It's well closed off.
Wow.
Yes. So is it possibly going to happen? Yes. Could California have one of the first smartest cities? Definitely. Can
Can
you
I?
imagine
Uh huh.
everything just being controlled on your phone?
Yeah. It's already controlled by the phone.
It already is. It already is. But imagine you're pulling up to a traffic light or something. You're walking or whatever it is. You open up your phone. You touch it. You push. Same thing. Same function. You tap the street sign because you want to cross over.
We're talking
Imagine
about
doing that.
5G to its full potential.
Yes, 110%.
Whoa.
110%.
A lot of people buy iPhones and Androids, and I'm gonna tell you something like this. A lot of people that own iPhones do not use the iPhone to its full potential. So I'm talking about settings, I'm talking about personalification, I'm talking about the usage of every app and widget in the phone. Now expand that into a bigger picture. We're talking about 5G worldwide, World Wide Web. Like I'm talking about anything, everything, and anything is connected, including yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
110%.
That is
I
weird.
think you're 1,000% right. Nobody ever uses phone to the full potential. Why? Because some people just have the phone because it's a phone.
Some people are just lazy, or some people are just they don't use their intellectual abilities to this full
Yes.
to their own full potential, like their brains, their
Or maybe
willpowers.
maybe they don't need it. Let's be honest.
Word.
Maybe they don't need it. I mean, if you're a person that literally just calls like my dad is,
Mm. You need a flip phone
yeah,
or a
I
beeper.
swear. So I mean, boom, those are your two facts. I hope you love them, and if you don't, I really don't care.
Yo,
On to the
everybody,
next
make sure
one.
you
On
bring
to
in
the
your
next
2 cents. He's gonna take them to the bank. You forgot to say that. I don't know why.
I know. Off my game. Off my game.
It must be the shot.
There.
Yo, shots fired. Anyway, thank you so much, Big Tank, for those two amazing fucking stories. They both hit home. Hey, let me ask you a question. Does Bill Gates have anything to do with the smart city in California?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Hashtag look it up, people. That's your first.
Hashtag, look it up.
That's your first hashtag. Look it up of the motherfucking day. Now, everybody, right
LIU.
before we jump into
LIU.
anything,
LIU.
I need you guys to please make sure to go check out paranoidradio.com. Paranoid, PRANOI radio.com. New
Yes, our
facelift.
fucking engineer went hard on it.
You guys
Yes.
gotta go check the fucking links for the fucking
Ooh,
guests. You guys gotta
salute to
check
the no-name engineer. I appreciate
the
all your
no
hard
name
work.
anonymous engineer, Trebles Garcia. Oh, mad love to you. Thank you so much.
It was you. It was trashing.
Whatever, dog. Whatever. Go check it out. Now, Big Tank, allow me to set the motherfucking mood and jump from the deep end of the motherfucking pool. Today, we're gonna talk about your motherfucking education number 2. There goes your education, Big Tank.
Ooh, damn! My education was my child got left behind. Straight up.
Well, we spoke about that on the first fucking season on that episode. This is number 2, so we're gonna be talking about something a little bit deeper. Now, I sent a big, large text to Big Tank talking about how you basically train or indoctrinate kids to be victims nowadays, and it has to do. I blame it largely on the education system, the broken system we have now. Why people are making money for having blacks and Latinos being in jail in the ghetto areas, and how we grow up to be more of a villain than a hero in our society. And what I think is, I'm gonna put my statement down, and then Big Tank, you're gonna be able to elaborate or fucking debate me, combat me with verbal
I'm
words
gonna
and shit.
dissect that shit. All right, let's get that.
Here we go. Here we go. So this is the point. If you catch a little baby bird, a little hatchling, and you put it in a fucking cage, right? And you hold it until the adulthood, you open the cage up, and you've been feeding this bird all your life, and you decide to let him go out in the wild, that bird is not going to be able to flap its wings. It's not going to be able to fucking take off nor land after takeoff if he even learns how to fly. And after that, he needs to learn how to hunt, how to fucking pick bugs and worms off the ground, how to break a fucking nut like crows do. This bird will eventually he's gonna fucking die. Brr, brr, brr. He's gonna die. The point is this. This is exactly the sheltering of this bird from beginning to end of its lifespan. This is what we are implementing into our fucking kids. From the moment you guys adjust their sight with vaccines, from the moment you adjust their sight with taking them to public schools on certain days, on these fucking webcams that you're doing every single day now, you guys are training them to be specifically what they want you to be. And I want to be very specific on who is they. The manipulators of society, the controllers. I believe that the reason our kids now are being victimized and believe that they could speak out loud and talk to other people and be scared of a bully and run away and be a snitch, basically, or talk, is because you guys are empowering the weak. You guys are making them victims from their younghood all the way to their adulthood. You guys are allowing them to have a voice as weaklings. I'm not saying I'm powerful, and I'm not saying to beat your kid. No, but you should allow your kid to express himself and fucking jump and fall and clean his dusty knees and put some spit on their fucking wounds so that they understand that life is not perfect. You could wreck yourself in the corner. You have enemies. You have dilemmas. You have problems around the block, around the corner, outside your house, in school, in the supermarket, at the liquor store, at the candy store. You'll be able to find a problem anywhere. And if you don't know how to deal with it, what are you going to do? You're going to use social media to speak out loud? You're gonna run away and shelter yourself? Or you're going to face that problem and directly deal with it? Now, my debate here is the education system here. My statement is that the education system in the United States of America and every first world country is manipulated to and indoctrinating us to make us not only dumber and showing us how to think, not allowing us how to think freely, but also making us weaker and victimized. So potentially they could control the society. You as a father,
if I may take a turn, if I may take a swat at this shit, I am not 100% behind you. Okay. First of all, I want to just take a random look at, let's say, 1940s, 50s. Okay, 1940s and 50s, all of the adults, all of the gens that have gone on before us haven't had no problems. Okay? Problems as in bullying, having to hide themselves from who they really are.
Social issues and shit.
Yes. I think it's more our fault, and let me elaborate on that. For example, me and you were out the mud, we're out the ghetto, whatever it is. I don't care who knows it or who doesn't know it. Okay? I can't remember I ever got mad because I got bullied. I stood up for myself. Did it always go my way? No. It did not. It never went my way. Well, it did go my way a couple times. Not gonna say no. But I held my own. I did not need to go cry to anybody, any principal, teacher, anything.
Do you think the education system at that point was part of your braveness or your awareness?
No. So I think the very first thing is that we are being more susceptible, or making our kids more susceptible to what the education system portrays. And what I mean by that is that do I believe that the government is out there to fuck us over? Yes. Why? Because it's easier to have a couple millionaires and have everybody be a millionaire. Then who would do all the work? Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
So I do believe that is the reason that they keep us dumbed down, that they keep us off our max potential.
I believe that 110%. I believe that, and I'm gonna give you a prime example. In the 1960s, when we were going to war with Vietnam, what did all these kids were learning? What were they learning in high school? At fucking 11th and 12th grade, they were learning about social issues and how to be against the political power, and they were learning about how the government works. Now you don't learn that anymore, even in an elective. In high school, you don't learn that anymore. All these kids rallied around the fucking Capitol. They surrounded the Capitol and they protested non-violently to fucking pull our troops out of Vietnam. And guess what happened? It fucking worked. The first time that the domestic, that the civilians fought against a war that they not approve of. That was the last time the United States of America allowed that. After that, in the 1970s, hashtag look it up, in the 1970s, what the United States of America did was pull out a lot of funds out of the fucking education system so that we didn't have to learn, or we weren't able to learn. For example, I was born in 1990. People after 1970s did not learn in high school any type of social issues or social manifestations and how to manifest properly. Which is why now you had the situation from January 6th where there was a bunch of fucking, I want to say this word and I don't want to be fucking judged by it or criticized, but a dumbasses, uneducated, opinionated people that went into the fucking Capitol building and killed people and were scrambling on the and throwing graffiti and doing all this fucking illegal shit. That's not a protest. For example, what happened with BLM once fucking Floyd got killed. What did they do? They fucking started riots in downtown LA and every other company around the capital around the fucking around the United States of America. So the point is this: you have to differentiate how the education system was before and how it is now, and why is it that we are now less educated and manipulated to believe things and act certain ways of how we feel instead of how we should think.
Okay,
we follow our emotions
I'm tired.
more than anything.
I'm tired of people always putting the blame. And let's be honest, you're always gonna find somebody that'll blame something. But if you want me to tell you the truth, I think it all falls back on the generation before you. And let me just tell you about that. Okay.
Hit me.
Okay. We are all born with free will to do whatever we want, especially in this day and age.
Keyword
you cannot say, yes. Mm-hmm. In this day and age, you can learn anything you want to because you have a computer in your hand basically 24/7.
It also amplifies your voice.
Yes.
Either you're a coward or you're a courage individual.
Yes. Courage filled it, yeah. So I think it's just the will that has gone away and the government's taking advantage of it. But if I have to point the finger at somebody, I think it's the generation before us. Right now, you have a lot of adults that say, no, don't hit the kid, don't whatever it is. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't hit my kid. I don't plan on hitting my kid. I am trying to get through it, but I'm going to teach them same way that I learned. Okay, 110%. Why? Because, perfect example, you came from basically almost a one-parent household. Okay. I came from a two-parent household. So technically, the statistics say that I would do better. Not that I am doing better. We're not going to compare that. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. We're not going to compare that. We're not going to dive into that. Okay. So statistically, I should be doing better, right? Statistically.
Yeah. Analytically, hell yeah.
Exactly. Analytically, okay? So that's a problem with everything that's going on. We have little kids throwing tantrums when they don't have their phones with them. When something stupid, the internet's not working, they throw tantrums. Okay, they do not know how to live out in the wild, like how you said about the little bird.
Exactly.
But I think that falls more as a parent, because before there is education system, who is the number one teacher for your kids?
Your fucking parents. They're the first and the last.
Exactly my point.
Okay, so you're telling me that the reason people are they're victimizing themselves or weaker in willpower now is because of culture or heritage?
I don't want to say culture. I just think that as a humanity, we're losing ourselves to what should be beneficiating us. So, for example, you come from, even if it's a one-parent household, nobody cares. If you come from a one-parent or a two-parent household, and if anybody actually wants to better themselves, they will. Having the will.
Okay.
If you are broken down through culture that you cannot do this, that you cannot do that, if it's implanted already in your head, then the education system will fuck you over 110%.
For example, like in the ghettos. Because I like what you said, because it has to do a lot too with your culture and your upbringing as a child. I think it has to do a big part of how your parents were brought up as well, or their type of childhood of how they were brought up. I think, for example, we live in LA, guys. We live in Los Angeles, California, and we're overpopulated in LA. And there's suburbs, there's urban areas. The urban area obviously is the more people with the more congested area, and where there's a lot of more ghetto areas. So these places have public schools with 42 to 38 kids in one classroom for one teacher. And when you go down south 20 miles to the OC, Orange County, where there's a bunch, the majority is Caucasians and richer areas. And I'm not trying to be racist here, but it's just fact. The more let's use the word privileged. There's more privileged people out there. Their schools have 15 to 20 kids. That's a fucking 50% difference from what you have here in downtown LA. So the statistics for those people who graduate high school are 90%. For us, let's say they have 100 kids in their school, and we have 500 kids in our school. Only 80 kids of our schools in LA, and the other from those 100 kids of the OC, 95 kids fucking graduate. So what I'm trying to say is, of their,
I like that because the first day of high school, and I'm not trying to interrupt you, but the first day of high school, the principal told us, look to your right, look to your left. The person next to you will probably not graduate.
Yeah. So it's already implemented that shit on you.
Yes, 110%.
You know what they say? You know what they say in other high schools? And I'm not talking about high school kids, but this fact that's listening to right here right now. You know what they say in more privileged high schools? They say the most critical point in life is finding a job after college. That's what they implement on the first day of school on orientation in more privileged areas. Hashtag look it up. Compare that to what his first day of orientation for high school. Compare that. The word
exactly. Okay.
Already manifested something in your brain.
Okay, see, that's exactly my point. But you cannot tell me that a person that wants to better themselves, whether he be privileged or unprivileged, will not succeed.
That comes down to willpower, my boy. I think it comes down to willpower.
Yes, and that's what I think we're losing.
There is a selective.
I don't think it's so much. I really don't think. I want to say the education system has been dumbed down. It has.
That's why the United States sucks ass in the United States in education around the world, and we're like in, I think, 10th place for education.
But how are we gonna blame everybody else for mistakes that one person that affects everybody?
It's indoctrination.
If somebody wants to learn, they'll learn. How is it that you have little gangbangers making money because they want to have a better life?
Willpower.
They're not doing it the right way, obviously.
Power.
Who's saying it? Exactly. If somebody wants to strive and survive and grind and live the best life they can, they will do it.
Let me ask you something.
So that's what I think. That's what I think it's wrong.
So you're thinking, okay, so you do agree about how the government wants to dumb us down in certain areas of the fucking country. I believe that same true, and I'm gonna give you a little prime example. So in the ghetto are $3 less than in the suburban areas and areas. You go downtown, you'll find a fucking menthol for $4.50, and then you go down to the valleys or you go down to the rich areas and you'll find it for $7.50. You see what I'm saying? Why is malt liquor sold a lot cheaper in the ghetto areas than in other areas? And don't tell me it's because of local domestic laws and because of how they sell sugar. Don't tell me none of that shit. Tell me the truth. This is about they market and direct. How do you say that? You use that fucking word. They categorize and they fucking point exactly who they want to sell it to and for a certain reason. To dumb you down, to break the two-parent household, and eventually you become a criminal, you go to jail, they make more money out of you. It's a fucking gold mine. Ghetto areas are a fucking gold mine. But what I'm saying is that even your willpower could get you out of that ghetto gold mine to create your own livelihood and your own lifestyle.
Yes.
Your willpower.
So see, that's exactly the point. Having willpower, you can overcome all of this.
What is willpower?
Okay. It is.
Okay, go for it. Go.
Okay, here's the thing. If you go to a privileged area, I can guarantee you'll still find somebody that fucked up one way or another.
The chosen selected few that fucked up. Yeah, they're bad apples.
Is less likely, but you will still find them. Okay, can we agree on that?
Yeah, agree.
The same way you could come out the ghetto and actually get higher education, get accepted to all these fancy colleges and so forth and whatnot. Okay, you will still have that. Okay, just in the opposite percentages for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you honestly want to do it, that's what I'm telling you. It all comes down to the willpower.
Let me ask you
And when
something. What makes willpower? Is
see,
willpower comes down to culture, heritage, genetics, or spirituality? Like, how do you define? Where does willpower arise from? How do you manifest that? For example, now we're switching the tempo from education.
I'm
How
not
the
gonna lie to
education
you.
system is all
I'm not
fucked up.
gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
I think it's a wide variety of everything. If I had to break it down into percentages,
Mm.
I would say once you are being raised, once you're able to remember certain things, once you know what type of lifestyle you're living, obviously, what I mean by this is if you tell your parents, I want this, and they get it for you, or if they don't get it for you, I think that's what starts indoctrinating you into certain
From the
things.
moment you could define good or bad.
Yes.
Okay.
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 So I'm gonna say that takes a heavy toll. I want to say at least 60%. I want to say that what ends up growing at the very end
Mm.
is how you are taught to see life. And what I mean by that is how the education system is telling you what you're more likely to be or get done.
Or what they want you to be or get done. That's the difference between
Exactly,
you and I.
exactly,
Okay. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, okay. I could agree on that.
I
Okay.
think I think it
But
has
at
to
the end
come
of the
down with
day,
genetics.
I think
I
not
think
so
a
much
90%
genetics.
genetics, bro.
I think it's more of the culture. For
Culture has a
example, for
part.
example,
Yes. Oh,
for, for
you're
example,
right. In a way. Okay. Uh-huh.
for example, just casual example.
Hmm.
Okay. I did about 4 years in construction.
Okay.
Okay. What is one casual thing that I always see? People after a long hard day of work in construction, I'm not saying that they don't do it everywhere else, but
Mm.
I'm just giving construction an example.
Uh-huh.
They get to the liquor store right away, pop open a brew, get a 6 pack, get a 3 pack, or whatever it is, and
Uh-huh.
they continue it onto their house.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
In construction, I would say you have motherfuckers that drink on the daily and do not get drunk because they have built such tolerance.
Mm-hmm. Trebles.
So yes, exactly. Um,
Uh-huh.
so when you get home, what is it that your kid sees?
So a
My dad's
father
tired.
coming
My
down,
dad's
taking off
tired.
his boots, eating and drinking a brew and watching the TV, going to sleep on the couch, snoring with his brew in his hand.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
Which see okay, see exactly. You remember that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My pops, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
He drinks on the weekend, mostly Sundays, just to take off the edge. He does not get drunk. He's never been that type of person, but he does drink where he just wants to be chilling right there, just sipping.
It becomes so much of a habit that it also transforms into a culture, like
Yes.
home
So
culture.
so I could almost basically say, and I could basically give you an assurance
Uh-huh.
that a lot of people that see their parent doing whatever it is, whether it
They're
be
gonna follow
drugs,
on.
alcohol, they'll
Yeah,
see that as a norm.
and
Okay.
circle and they complete another link to
The
the
only
chain of
problem with
reactions.
that, the only
Mm-hmm.
problem with that is as time is progressing,
Mm-hmm.
we are losing our core values that help us grow. And what I mean by that is that as the years have been going, we've been getting easier per se with the new generation. I'm not saying that the older generation didn't have struggles or anything like that. Maybe that's why they were hard as no. But what I am saying, perfect example. I am not gonna go and sweet talk my kid. Oh no, mijo. Anytime somebody bullies you, I want you to run to the
That's what
thing.
people do nowadays, and they give them a
Yes,
voice
yes, yes, yes,
instead
yes,
of yeah.
exactly. Now, okay, I'm not gonna say that I was never a bully or anything like that.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
am not.
But you
I
have to
am not
defend
a
yourself.
hoodlum.
You have to stick your fucking ground.
Yes, yes. I I am not gonna tell my kid, "Hey, go beat that fool's ass" or
No,
whatever it is.
no,
But I am
it's
gonna tell him to stand
survival,
up for
bro.
himself.
It's survival,
Yes,
dog. And if your
that
kid
is what
cannot
we're
make it
losing.
through, yeah, if your child is not educated enough at home and at school to get through small problems of life like that, when they hit adulthood, you're gonna create somebody that's not only on pharmaceutical drugs or even street drugs, but you're gonna be making them a weak-minded individual that's easy manipulated. That is the point of this conversation.
Yes,
Education is fucking key. And I like the fact that you said that when you see that on your house, it becomes culture. I've done it. I become culture. I've done that shit. I've created culture in my house that, I drink a brew here and there, I do this and that. That's my thing. I fuck around. I fuck around. Bringing it all
yes,
back full
yes.
circle, what I think is, I truly, heartily believe that the model you're putting up is not accurate, bro. I think it has to do with your genetics. And I'm gonna give you another example. You go to a fucking sperm bank and you want to donate sperm. You cannot have tattoos. You have to be well educated. You have to be fit to your height, to your weight. You have to have certain features. They're breeding you. When they get paid to get virtually inseminated, and have a specific kid with certain features. You could be a plumber, you could be that, but you have to have good charisma. You have to have you don't have to have any diseases like craziness, anything with your brain, anything like diabetes, anything with cancer, because it's all genetically. If cancer wasn't genetic made, if it wasn't medic, they wouldn't ask you these questions at the pharmacy and I'm at the clinic, and they wouldn't ask you these questions when you want to donate sperm. They ask you, do you have any history of epilepsy, any history of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, diseases? They want to depict specific good genes. So I think that willpower also comes down to your genes and spiritual power. That's what. Okay, now I'm gonna put my point in it. I think that your willpower comes from your genes and your spiritual awareness, not abilities, awareness. Because I don't have any abilities or so fucking being spiritual, but my awareness is in a higher level. I consider myself in a higher aware person. Awarenessed. What's that word for what I'm
Awarded?
looking?
Awarded?
Awarded. Woke. Fuck it. Woke.
Woke. We woke.
So, we woke. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying my genes are better than anybody's. I'm saying that I think your willpower rises from having good genes and being woke. And that's when you start manifesting bigger, better shit for yourself. And I do think that anybody tap into that. It's just that since culture was manipulated and education becomes a big ass factor in your life, you are blinded by a fucking sea of bullshit and fog that you cannot tap into that willpower to grow.
Yeah, 110%. Okay, so not to say genetics couldn't have a key factor. Yes, it can. It could definitely help increase your odds. But
like
I
a
am
bonus,
not gonna.
huh? Like a bonus feature. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Like a fucking bonus feature. But
so it comes down to culture, genetics, and education?
Yes.
Okay.
So okay, put it this way. The genetics plays a role on what the level of greatness that you can be. For example, legends aren't made. Legends is what you do that makes you into a legend.
The creation.
There's nobody born with greatness. You have to tap into it through what you are given. Okay, so after that, it's a culture that takes a toll on you and affects your willpower.
Whoa.
If you guys don't know this, whenever babies are born, infants, they have some of the worst possibilities that can happen to them, and they have, out of everybody certain ages, infants beat mostly all the odds. Yes, do we still hear about, yes, baby didn't make it, that baby didn't do this?
Yeah.
They have the willpower to make it. And that's why I think, yes, exactly.
That walk faster than others.
Yes.
I get it. If your wife had your kid and then she had a kid of another man, your kid walked at 2 years old and his kid walked at 3 years old. It only makes your kid have higher, maybe because of your genetics, but also because of the way you raised them. And damn, big deep talk, dog, deep talk. There goes your education, Big Tank. There goes your education.
Fuck yeah. Finally, we dissected into it on what we believe. We both have our little differences, but on what we believe is the key factors that allow anybody to get taken over by this government that just wants to please itself.
And make money off your soul.
Yes, 110%.
I could tell you this right now: the next world war is not going to be fought with boots on the ground. It's going to be fought for your mind and through for your fucking soul. And
we are deep into it. We are deep into it, believe it or not.
Big Tank, please give your final thoughts and let the fucking world know where they could find you.
Woo! Plain, point, and simple. Whoever wants to survive will survive. That is it. Whoever wants to survive will survive. They will find one way to get through it. But if you want to play the victim, you will be a victim forever. If you want to have somebody to blame with, you will always have them. You will always find that excuse of pointing that finger at somebody.
Word.
Enough said. EKNAT.IVX on any of your social media platforms. Let me know what is going on, what you think, what you don't think, whatever it is. If you want to talk shit to me, if you think I'm stupid or whatever it is, hit that DM, slide in that shit, because I'm going to rip you a new one.
All right. And I believe that God or love infinity, world, nature, will not ever throw anything at you that you will not be able to survive or fucking endure. How do you say that? Endure? Endure.
Endure.
Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, I had to fucking fall through and fall in line with Big Tank's idea. If it's brought to you in front of you, you have to push through it. If your kids have a problem, have them deal with it. Be a guide. That's it. Everybody has to build character through experience. And if you don't experience anything, die. And the only people that survive in this, the only fucking beings, the only type of life that survives in this fucking planet and in this life, are the people that adapt. You could be strong, you could be fast, you could be weak, you could be a runt, you could be a fucking master jock, you could be whatever you want. But if you don't adapt, you will fucking lose the battle every single out of 10. That's how life is. Life is not fair. You have to live through it. Take your fucking kids for a ride, walk them through the park, take the TikTok away, take the fucking Facebook away, take the Instagram away. Life, let them breathe, show them how to walk, show them how to do things correctly. Protect them at all costs, protect yourself, protect your fucking wife, your father, your grandfathers. And if you know anybody that's out there, hit us up at paranoidradio.com, and there's all the descriptions and all the information so you can help let us know what's up, and we'll help you fucking spread the fucking word. You can find me at Trebles Garcia, TREBLESGARCIA, Trebles Garcia, on all social media platforms. That's on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And hit us up on Paranoid, the brand new fucking improved paranoidradio.com. Brand new freaking improved paranoidradio.com. Hit us up on Instagram, a Paranoid Radio Podcast. That is how we roll. And on our Facebook, Paranoid Radio Podcast page. That is how we roll. Thank you, every single one of you tuning in again. We hope you fucking enjoyed this talk. And if you have any 2 cents, let us know. DM us. You don't know what's up. We'll put you on blast. Today, we're not going to have a listener of the week, but we will have a listener of the week next episode. Next episode is the grand finale for season 2.
Ooh, got that right.
We're going to have a massive fucking episode. I'm trying to bring the biggest of the biggest and the few of the few, the chosen of the chosen. I can bring the big ass episode for season 2, and a banger episode for season 3. Hey, just want to bring it back, right back at you guys. Thank you so much for supporting all around the world.
Bring it back, throw it right back.
Mad love. Big Tank, thank you for joining me on this fucking adventure. Catch you next time.
Ooh, till the next one.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.